Thank you, Angie. And Ralph, I agree. I love the idea of small, tractable tasks, and especially even something that Michael from Telegram mentioned recently about getting some community evangelism tasks loaded there, which would be really cool. Okay, on my end, guys, just I know we owe you an updated 2021 roadmap. Like Lucy said, it is forthcoming. All of the inputs are being incorporated right now, and you will see the glorious 2021 roadmap shortly. Although, like Rosario said, there aren't too many surprises on there if you've been following these calls. HL, Horizon Labs, is hiring, and Horizon Labs is hiring right now a product manager role, product engineers, core engineers. These roles are going to be based out of the Milan office. But that said, we always welcome Rockstar candidates to apply. And if any Rockstar developers or product managers are listening to this, please do reach out. ZBF, like we mentioned with Vano, taking over the HDE process and getting that really, we know we need to ramp it up. We really want to get a flow of ideas, tasks, projects, Zen flowing to the community. We need to get that going. But one idea that is probably worth the foundation revisiting in the near future is the idea of hiring a developer evangelist. It's something that we put on pause previously, and you guys know the strategy now is things are looking much better financially, but we're still constraining ourselves just so that we can be conservative, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. But one of the first roles that we know has always been on the top of the foundation's hiring list is a developer evangelist. So it is something that we may want to consider, again, in the near future. Let's see. So there is a lot of new interest in Horizon these days, obviously, because the market is doing so well for us. But we, again, don't want to get ahead of ourselves, and we still need to be humble and thinking about where we're going and make sure that we don't get distracted, sidetracked at all. Because I love the fact that we're getting more attention. That's always a good thing. But we don't want to let that attention get to us and get us sidetracked to do things that maybe aren't along the core vision and mission and just the technology path that we're on. So we're staying. You'll see in our 2021 roadmap where we're going. But I want to take a minute or two to think through the idea of competitive moat here, because as the project is expanding, it's getting me thinking about our competitive posture in the marketplace. And why are people coming in? Why are people focusing on us? Is our messaging resonating with certain people out there in the marketplace, from people that might want to be end users of our product to people that are coming into our markets? And so the way that I look at competitive moat in a world of open source, it's kind of a complex thing. Really, it includes many parts, and many of the things that we do on a daily basis, we need to give ourselves credit for. Really, give the community and members of the team credit for just relentlessly going out there and just doing their jobs over and over in good markets and bad markets, rain or sunshine, it doesn't matter. We need to always go out there and just deliver what we say we're going to do. And this goes towards our core brand. And I think the Horizon brand is doing really well right now. It's a brand built around integrity, grit. During bad times, we just stick with it. We don't give up. We never give up. And delivering on what we say we're going to deliver. And we've delivered thus far on some incredible technology and what's in development right now with Zendoo and getting that to mainnet. And then the recursive Snark implementation with Lattice. It is going to be a wild ride, and I'm really excited that 2021 is the year that this is all happening. But it goes beyond that even. So our technology has to be unique. Why do we exist? How or why are we different? Why do we have a right to exist, or at least be part of this very congested marketplace out there? Well, it's not just about the tech. So the tech needs to be unique, but I argue that it goes even deeper than that. It's what we signal by building innovative technology. It's the fact that we have a team that can actually build this stuff, because there aren't very many teams at the end of the day that can actually build this type of sophisticated software and deliver it at very high quality. So the fact that we can do this, the fact that we have a team that can actually do this, to me, is the underlying factor that what makes the unique technology really stand out. And then we can go to run some numbers by you. Our infrastructure is huge and growing. So the fact that we have over 40,000 full nodes in our network that are registered full nodes that are receiving compensation from the block reward, it is huge. So we have the largest node network in the industry. It's growing. And this itself is a competitive edge. The fact that we have a growing hash rate for miners is a competitive edge. If you just launch a project today, you're not guaranteed to be able to compete with a lot of other projects that are out there and seasoned that have significant hash rate from mining pools, from individual miners, from professionals out there that are mining. That itself is a competitive edge. The user base, this matters significantly. You hear a lot of exciting stuff coming out of our communications from our business development teams, marketing teams, growth teams. But it's at the end of the day, it's how many people are going to sign up to actually join our ecosystem, from businesses to developers. That's why we have programs out there specifically for developers, like the Early Adopter Program, HDE. It's end users of tools, technology that gets built in this ecosystem, because at the end of the day, network effects matter. And we are in a race to get people to join our ecosystem. And we're doing a pretty good job at it now, but we're not the best out there by any means in all categories. We realize this, but for us, it's a grind. It's about building a machine that's just relentlessly getting out there and growing this ecosystem. And I can promise you, we're going to keep doing that. We're going to keep getting better at it. So are there others with our unique value proposition, and can they deliver on it? Can people, like anyone can put up a website, anyone can put out a white paper or some version of a roadmap that says that they're going to do everything, but can they actually deliver on it? Do they have this, called like a combined arms warfare of technology team that can deliver, a product team, business development team, communications teams? Do they have this effective group that can work together and actually get out there and deliver? I argue we've proven ourselves, but we're still just getting warmed up. And the longer we're around, the more people have skin in our game. And skin in our game can be as simple as people that have ordered our cool Horizon t-shirts online to people that have invested in Zen and everything in between. People that, for a variety of reasons, this project means something to them, and it continues meaning more to them over time. So the fact that we've been doing this and we're connecting with real people in real ways matters. And then there's, again, getting back to the numbers, the fact that we also have venture capital-backed companies supporting our ecosystem, like Horizon Labs, like Pipeline Marketing, is a really big deal. Because we have capital coming in from outside sources that can fund real operations where we can actually hire people. And we can give them paychecks. We can give them a variety of benefits for working with us in different jurisdictions. The fact that we have legal infrastructure to actually launch organizations in different jurisdictions is itself part of this competitive advantage. And now access to markets. I'll wrap it up here. But we have a competitive team that works really well together, but it reflects in our ability to get things like the Grayscale Horizon Trust. The fact that accredited investors in the United States can buy shares in a trust by the biggest cryptocurrency investment company in the world is huge. And the fact that we are one of less than 10 coins and protocols that actually have this support from Grayscale is enormous, and we could not be happier. We're also part of the DCG family. We have their support across the board, from the protocol to the companies supporting our ecosystem, the VC-backed companies, Horizon Labs, Pipeline Marketing, all part of the DCG portfolio. And that itself has big network effects on its own, gives us access to different markets than we wouldn't have otherwise. And Zen is listed on dozens of exchanges, with many more coming, and not just listings on exchanges, but an increasing set of products on these exchanges. Everything from different trading pairs, like the Huobi USDT listing that you just heard about today, to derivatives products, so that investors with different preferences for their investment horizons, the leverage that they want, and so forth, they can choose different types of products. And these products all have a price in the market. And when prices are slightly divergent across markets, it brings in another wave of traders. So all of these things, my argument is, are synergistic and all work together so that we have this big and growing ecosystem that includes unique technology to people that can actually perform and deliver it, all the way to the other end on market access all over the world that you just don't get if you launch a protocol today from scratch. So that said, we're really happy with the way that we've grown. It's an extremely exciting time to be part of the project, and we're happy you're here. So if you're here, this project means something to you, so get out there and participate. Join somehow, some way, and be part of this growth over the coming year and years to come. Thanks, guys. I'll stop here.